Rest is not a reward. How prosperity expands when we honor the nervous system, not override it. The human body is miraculous, and you are not a machine. And yet, how often have you moved like one? Pushing yourself past the point of depletion, scheduling stillness only after every box is ticked, calling it earned rest when what you really need is a daily devotion to your own aliveness. We inherited a culture that treats rest like a trophy, a prize to be won. But here's our quiet rebellion. Rest is not the reward, it's the rhythm. It's the space where your brilliance breathes, the space where strategy lands, the pause that allows prosperity to root deep, not just sprint towards a shallow bloom. Your nervous system is your first CFO. She governs capacity. She flags risk. She tracks when your body is operating in a surplus or in a deficit. And when we ignore her, overriding her with caffeine, content, and chaos, we start making decisions from fear, from contraction, from survival. That's not sustainable, and it's not sovereign. Rest is not a luxury. It's a leadership skill. Because when you are well-resourced, you make better moves, clearer asks, wiser pivots, and you can hold so much more without breaking. We think we're being brave by pushing through, but sometimes the bravest thing we can do is pause. Not forever, not because we failed, but because we are no longer willing to sacrifice our peace for someone else's pace. Your capacity is sacred and your system knows the truth. So before you hire the coach, launch the product, map your next quarter, ask yourself, am I regulated enough to receive? Because the future you are building will demand more of you. Not more hustle, more presence, more truth, more you. Let me tell you about one of my favorite clients. They are 6 months into a sabbatical from their business. Not because things were burning down, not because they didn't have clients or revenue or ideas, but because in the clarity of our year-end review, what emerged wasn't a new business model. It was a new way of being. They didn't need to pivot. They needed space. A pause long enough to untangle who they are from what they produce. And do you know what happened when they gave themselves full permission to stop? Their vision is getting louder. Their body is softening. Their strategy is becoming soul-aligned and not stress-reactive. This is what it looks like to honor the system and the soul. Now, not everybody needs a sabbatical. Honestly, I can't take more than 4 days completely off without going bonkers. But we all need the audacity to choose what actually nourishes us, even when the world tells us to go faster. What might it feel like to unplug for an entire weekend? To close the laptop, power down the pressure, mute the algorithm. What if instead you read a book for fun that feeds your imagination, nourish your body with food that makes you hum, or drove 4 hours just to dance barefoot in the spray of a waterfall? What if your prosperity expands not by doing more, but by being more present to what already wants to flow through you? You don't owe the world your burnout. You don't have to earn your rest, and you never again have to apologize for slowing down in order to rise. Today's daily affirmation: rest is my rhythm and my right. I honor the wisdom of my body. It is safe to slow down. I expand in presence, prosperity, and peace. My nervous system leads me towards aligned overflow. Postscript. Your rest is sacred, your peace is powerful, and your profit is protest. Today's song of the day: Death Came A-Knockin' by the Ducks. And Ducks is spelled D-U-H-K-S. Enjoy.